And if we have that confidence, if we emanate that confidence through our voice, through our body language, there's a very high chance, even if you make mistakes, the mistakes will be unnoticed.
Yes.
So, that is a street smart, a jugaru tip that, be confident, because even if you make mistakes here and there, nobody's going to bother. Now, how do you get that confidence? So, the another thing which the students can be learning from here is, apart from just speaking, because communication is not only words. Communication is about your entire body language, how your facial expressions lie, how your body language is, how you express the things by moving your hands. These things are very important.
Students have the sentences within themselves, but they are not able to utter it. They are not able. They try their level best, but since this platform is English and teachers, students, all of them are made to talk in English, so I need to know that, is it compulsive for students to talk only in English? Can they describe their feelings in Hindi, maybe, because they are not able
Absolutely
to?
They can. Absolutely they can. A lot of students, they speak a little bit in Bengali, a little bit in Hindi, and I help them getting that part translated in English. So nothing like that. I'll be like a friend, I'll be like a sister, you can say. So they're going to get that guidance. Like, not an issue at all. It's nothing like you have to speak in English, otherwise you're going to be penalized for it. I remember a funny incident in our school. There was this rule that you have to speak in English. And all the children, we were children at that time, and we stopped speaking. We were very quiet. And I think that was the teacher's strategy to just keep us quiet. Because if the rule would be such that we have to talk in English, we would rather not talk. But here it's not the case. We want you guys to talk. So definitely you can speak a few sentences in your mother tongue, and I'll be helping, or even the other tutors are there. We all will be helping you to get it translated in English. Okay, and the main thing why people, sort of gets apprehensive that, okay, I shouldn't be speaking in English, I don't know, am I making a mistake or not, is because of the fear of being judged. So here you will not at all be judged. It's all about practice. See, if I really want to learn Sanskrit because that's the mother language, right? But so if I feel that, okay, I don't know Sanskrit, so I shouldn't be learning it because there's a fear element in me, then I would never be enough learning that. Okay, so we just let go of the fear, because it's all, English is just a language. Ultimately, we have to accept this fact. It might be a status symbol. It definitely is a very important language because it's an universal language. Come on, but it is a language after all, and it is nothing which makes you superior to somebody who doesn't know how to speak in English.
Exactly.
Right? So it's the same thing. If I am sitting beside somebody who is a Sanskrit scholar, I might be a bit intimidated, a bit fearful that, okay, she knows a lot. But will that hinder me from learning? No. So the same with English. English is not something out of the box. It's no rocket science. In fact, the good part is English is a much easier language as compared to other Indian language. The detailings lack. You have got only you. In Hindi, you have got tu, tum, aap. So because of its simplicity, just practice will be good. And apart from practice, as I already said, wherever you've been making mistakes or you feel stuck, you will be guided there. Because the basic idea is that from every mistake that you get, you learn more and more. And we are not left with a lot of time, but wind up a few points. So the another thing which the students can be learning from here is, apart from just speaking, because communication is not only words. Communication is about your entire body language, how your facial expressions lie, how your body language is, how you express the things by moving your hands. These things are very important. Sometimes it takes away the larger pie of the cake. I mean, sometimes it is even more important than what you speak. How you speak is much more important. Like if you have two people, one might be perfect in English but a very weak body language, compared to somebody who might be making a little bit of grammatical mistakes here and there, but nobody would be caring because he would be speaking very confidently. Because we are visual creatures, we human beings. So we see first, we hear later.
Exactly.
And if we have that confidence, if we emanate that confidence through our voice, through our body language, there's a very high chance, even if you make mistakes, the mistakes will be unnoticed. So, that is a street smart, a jugaru tip that, be confident, because even if you make mistakes here and there, nobody's going to bother. Now, how do you get that confidence? First, as I said, it's practice. Second is from your body language. So we train also with this.
Right.
Like here, you not only get, definitely the speaking skill is the utmost important thing, but apart from that, you also get training regarding your body language, how to move your hands, how your facial expression should be. And you cannot be moving your hands any which way you like. People can be undergoing that process. You can be learning the body language skills here as well. Okay, and you cannot just move your hands any which way you like.
Yes,
There are some techniques that you need to follow, and that would level up your confidence, your conversation to a different level altogether. Because this is something that keeps happening with my students. The same thing when they say without the gestures, and after the gestures, when they kind of say the same thing or they speak about something else, they always say, ma'am, we feel much more confident when we are using the gestures.
Right.
So that is there. And apart from that, you will be getting IELTS training if you need to. Like a lot of my students, they have cracked their IELTS exam as well. There are a lot of other trainers also here in Talking who provide IELTS training. They're all wonderful. So you get IELTS training, you get training regarding your interviews also. If you have to face interviews, that's a major part which a lot of youngsters look for.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And also one more thing which I personally do is, you see, the main thing is every day our classes are based on topics. We speak on different topics. Okay. Now, if the students want life-related topics to be discussed, for example, if they're having any anxiety, any sort of stress, because every second person is having some mental health issue. Or if, some goal in life which they are not, able to ponder over, they're not able to gain the clarity over it, that what are the steps that they should be taking. Or if there's an experience from which they want to move on. Move on is not about forgetting.
Yes,
So
exactly.
there are some essentials we need to know in life if you want to move on from an experience, or if you are having a conflict with a particular person, if you want to resolve that conflict, if you want to know yourself on a deeper level, because people speak and we come to hear so much about self-love, but self-love is not possible without self-knowledge, which Jay Shetty has said, which is absolutely true. So the more you know yourself, the love that you have for yourself will be much more authentic and just not on a superficial self-love hashtag thing.
Yes.
Okay. So we need to know ourselves on a deeper level. So if you people have any sort of, probably confusion or lack of clarity regarding life or your own self or any particular aspect of your life, feel free to talk it out, because I also happen to be a life coach, and a lot of students here in Talking, they have shared their anxiety issues, and I'm humbled to say that I have been able to be of little use.
I can understand.
With their lots of efforts, even I've been able to provide a little bit of.
Yeah,
So,
I can perceive that. I can sense that through the way you talk, through the smile
Thank you.
carry.
Thank you very much.
This is what is
It was amazing knowing you as well. Like the best part of you is that the way you have perceived the disparity. Even if probably I would have been at your place, I would probably, because of the fact that I'm a very sensitive person, I would maybe be in the negative side of empathy. Like it would probably get into me, and it could probably have led me to a destructive aspect. It could have made me much more destructive in terms of dealing with things. But you took it up as a challenge, and you made yourself better. So not a lot of people are able to do that. So amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
This person, Sadhguruji, do you know him?
Yes, absolutely. I adore him.
He once said that the more emotional pain you have suffered in your early age, you are lucky. And the reason behind
Absolutely.
this luck is, he says that whoever has been through a lot in his young age, he should decide to learn something and become more wise later on.
Absolutely.
But
You either become wise or you become more wounded. Absolutely. And your every pain teaches you something. It gives you the opportunity to ease somebody else's pain.
Yes.
When you go through something, you understand, okay, so this is how I have been going through this, and this is probably how I can help somebody else ease a bit of his or her pain. And that itself is a gift, That's a wonderful gift for sure. Yes. It was great knowing you, and I have to join the next session, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have loved to, continue this. It was amazing.
That's my duty. So, actually, I have come here for a purpose, and I shall fulfill that purpose. I shall book another slot with you once again to carry on this topic.
Sure. I would love to. It was great. It was great talking to you.
Thank you.
And I really wish this session would not end, but it has to.
See you.
Okay? Okay. See you. Bye.